could we still have a storm here in early November? That's the big question out here. And I know there's a lot of this fake news kind of stuff going around. It doesn't help that Pegasa did put out a post saying some of the long range viral posts that you've been seeing out there are fake. And I get what they were saying to an extent. Basically, a lot of people were just posting long range GFS models and saying a big super typhoon was going to hit the Philippines. That was wrong. But the reality is, don't let that mislead you in the fact that we now have Invest 98W out here that is anticipated, based on all the guidance, to develop at least into a low pressure area, probably a tropical storm towards the west of Guam, north of Palau, east of the Philippines. So this has developed up according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Invest 98W, as expected, could be near the Philippines from the 3rd to the 5th. I am not saying that this is going to become a super typhoon. My goodness. There's a difference between that and saying that a storm will form. And I don't want anybody misled, because anytime I post, like, I guarantee the comments on this are going to say fake news. People are just kind of following in suit in this bandwagon saying fake news. And I don't want people to be misled that a storm is not going to form. This, for example, is the ECMWF from the 3rd, the 4th, into the 5th. Now, this is the weaker model. It doesn't show much, but it is bringing a big old mess of rainfall and actually some pretty decent heavy precipitation across Visayas and Mindanao. Now, you compare that with the GFS. Let's go back to the 3rd, the 4th. This actually still shows a typhoon. Now, this would still be about 5 days out, but the reality is it still does continue to show a typhoon here. And let's actually take a quick look at the Google DeepMind. Look at the latest run with that and watch as we go ahead. Look at this, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. The DeepMind continues to show a cluster of least tropical storm strength runs here in eastern Visayas on the 4th and the 5th. Just make sure you understand that. If you watched this far into the video, you probably did, but there's just so many people. I almost guarantee in the comments, that somebody's going to say fake news on this. I just don't want people to be misled by that. And then a storm does form up, and they see a storm form up, and they still keep going fake news. Just keep that in mind. This is moving. This invest area is moving towards the west into an area favorable for tropical cyclone development south of the subtropical ridge, and it's moving into an area with rather warm sea surface temperatures, 30 to 31 degrees out here. These are all just factors that would indicate tropical cyclone development. So the main points I want you to take away: area is still not organized. Okay, it is an invest area, but it's not a low pressure. It's not a tropical depression. Models do show development, but they don't show a super typhoon destroying the country. But tropical storms can still cause issues. Look what we just seen here with all the recent ones we've had that were weak. They still cause some flooding out here. It is straight runner season, and just make sure you continue to get your information from official sources, your local sources. Don't listen to the random ginger on here. I mean, I'm happy you're here, but for like life-saving decisions, get multiple sources. Mike Padua is another good Typhoon 2000. I'll give him a shout out. He's been doing this longer than I have, and I've been doing this forever. He does a fantastic job, and his updates are in Tagalog too. If you want a Tagalog post or video, he posts them in Tagalog. Great guy, by the way. And then Western Pacific Weather, we also continue to post stuff on our Facebook page there too. And prior to this, we even still got some pretty decent rainfall from a separate low pressure area over the weekend. And then we watch as this area starts to develop over the weekend into early next week. So plenty to talk about here. I feel like this whole video is just a soapbox, and it's going to be my last one on this fake news thing. It's just, if you look at the comments in my video, half the comments are people that understand. They've been here for a while. They've gone through storms with Western Pacific Weather. We track them. And the other half seems to be people who are just kind of on this fake news bandwagon. I think just kind of, they just feel, and then once I follow up and say, well, why? No one ever responds. But anyways, I'm not looking at this to start an argument. I just want to say, let's put this in context. Yes, a long-range super typhoon is not probable, but it's possible. But we have an invest area, and we still have that chance of tropical cyclone development. So I don't want people to fall into this nothing's happening mentality when there's an invest. We're monitoring it, and it definitely needs to be watched. Okay? All right. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. If there's any better way you think I could communicate, please let me know as well. And if you like these updates, you just saw our Patreon members there, all fantastic people who support this channel. One reason why I continue to put out these long-range updates is because of our Patreon members who ask for it and they want more information. So yeah, that's what we do here at Western Pacific Weather. Plow and Yap as well want to watch this very closely too. So if you're watching from there, give us a shout. I know we got a good number of people that watch from Plow, which absolutely blows my mind. It's such a small island, but you guys need to focus on these storms too. So thank you so much. Comment if you're watching from Palau. I want to hear from you. As always, though, thanks for stopping by. And of course, stay safe out there. That's the number one thing. All right.